So today we are going to talk all about the electronic travel authorization that is going to be required to enter the United Kingdom, as well as the ETIAS, which is travel authorization to enter the EU again. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips, and today we are going to talk all about the ETA and the ETIAS. So let's start at the top, talking about the ETA. So the ETA is the electronic travel authorization that is being required by the United Kingdom at different times for different countries, that you have to obtain that electronic travel authorization before you actually arrive in the United Kingdom. For people in the United States, the day that you have to start having that to enter the United Kingdom is January 8th of 2025. Their website is already open to apply for it. I know I've had several Let's Go family members let us know that they have applied, that it was really easy to do, and you had your ETA back right away. So now they're ready whenever they want to travel. Now, a couple of things that I think that you ought to be aware of when you're thinking of like when to get your ETA, depending on when it is that you're going to go. Now, they say it can take up to 72 hours to receive your authorization. I'm hearing that it goes much more quickly than that, but allow at least those 3 days in order to get that back. Another thing to think about is that ETA is good for 2 years, and you can use it for a 6-month stay at a time. All right. And if you get to the end of those 2 years, there's like not a way. You don't go in and renew the ETA you have. You simply apply for a new one. You don't extend it. You don't renew it. You apply for a new one. Okay. Another thing that I think is really important to think about is that the requirement with your passport is just like if you go on a cruise. If you're going to go visit the United Kingdom, if you're going to go visit the EU once the ETIAS is in place, I'll talk to you about that in a minute, your passport needs to be good for more than 6 months, at least 6 months after the time that you're going to leave. Okay, so pay attention to your passport expiration and when you need to renew that. Another important thing, like who is in the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom consists of England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. So if you're going to visit anywhere in those places, that is when you need the ETA. If you want to know the easiest way to apply, just Google UK space ETA and it'll take you to their website. Make sure though that you get the website and not one of the places. Of course, all the time there are websites that pop up that want to charge you extra to go through them to get your ETA. Just get the real website of the British government there. Okay. It's really easy to find. Now, a couple of things that I think that you need to know, and by the way, within the 2 years that is good, you can come and go. You don't have to ask for a new one every time. And so right now, the next time that I'm sure that I'm going to go to the United Kingdom is in August, and so I'm not going to apply for mine right now because I don't want my 2-year clock to start ticking. I want it to start ticking closer to when I'm going to go because then it'll be good longer. Another thing that they point out that's really important to know is that with this ETA, when you're coming from the United States, it's not like you need another visa or anything. This doesn't change any visa requirements. That is all that you're going to need. They point out that they want you to be familiar with what the COVID requirements are. Right now, they want you to pay attention if there are any alerts about it, but you do not have to have any proof of vaccination or proof of anything to do with COVID. Another important thing that they want you to pay attention to is health insurance. They stress how important it is to have health insurance when you travel. And when you're a traveler in the United Kingdom, they would like you to have health insurance because you never know what's going to come up. They point out that the currency there is British pound sterling. And so that is what all of the exchanges are made in. So if you want to get some British pounds before you go, you can do that. get them at an ATM or a currency exchange, however you like to do that in your life. But some pounds always come in handy. A lot of places, most places in fact, take credit cards, but there's a lot of times that it's really convenient just to have some pounds. Another important thing I really enjoyed reading is they have a little section on their website about culture and etiquette. And one of my favorite things they said, it says UK has a rich and diverse culture shaped by centuries of history, blending traditions and modern influences. So they go through, they say that British people generally value politeness, respect for personal space, and a sense of humor, often delivered with a dry, understated tone. It says when greeting someone, a simple handshake is customary, especially in formal situations, although many people will greet friends just with a casual nod or saying hello. They point out that punctuality is very important in the United Kingdom, and when it comes to dining, that table manners are very much appreciated. It says that if you're invited to someone's home, it's customary to bring a small gift, such as flowers or a bottle of wine, to thank the host. Tipping in restaurants is also customary, typically around 10 to 15% of what your bill is. And finally, it says that respecting local customs, and you know what, this is true all over the world. No matter where you're in your own country or another country, respecting local customs, even in small ways, goes a very long way in helping build positive interactions. So I love how they introduce us to going to the United Kingdom and are very welcoming. And so that is what you need to know. So it is really easy to get your ETA. Now you know you need to get one if you're going to go to the United Kingdom. Next up, let's talk about the ETIAS. This is what a lot of people refer to as a travel visa. It's not a travel visa in the way that travel visas historically have been. It is actually, the ETIAS stands for European Travel Information and Authorization System, alrighty? And it is going to come into effect. I have seen both Q2 of 2025 as well as mid-2025 in reading through the official website. So that date has actually not been officially named, okay? So we don't know when that's going to come into effect. They do have a really nice website set up already for it, so I think when they finally are ready to actually be able to accept that and process it and welcome people to the EU using that, they'll be ready to go. And I'll keep my eye on when that's going to be. So if you're going to be traveling anywhere in the European Union starting the second quarter, starts April 1st, and mid could be, thought maybe it's like towards the end of June. So we'll just kind of see when that comes out. But I just wanted to let you know that they have the same system, very similar setup to apply for that as they do for the ETA. You're supposed to get your authorization really quick. For some people, it can take up to 3 days, so we're going to want to allow a time for that. So once that becomes available, once we know the date that you have to have that, an application is open, I'll let you know. Okay, I'm keeping my eye on that. And so let me know what you've got questions as far as all of this goes. Put them in the comments. Let's get a discussion going about when we're going to go to the United Kingdom or when we're going to go to the EU again. And if we're not going, do we even want to go? I very much appreciate that some people aren't going certain places because they don't want to go there, and I get that. So thanks for joining me today, and I will be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.